Okay, I like that. The bottle fits in there good. I didn't get as pretty of a weld today as I was getting when I was working on this last week. And last week the sun was shining, and the only thing I can figure, maybe it's just because of the extra moisture in the air, but for some reason my welds were coming out really ugly today, whereas the other day they were coming out, I thought, pretty nice. With that said, it's in there good and sturdy. It ain't going nowhere. Up underneath here, these edges go up over this lip, so it's supported on the front. I didn't need to put anything there. I didn't really have to put anything on the back, but I wanted it to look the way it looks. And these two pieces down the side give it strength. So I got a good place to set my bottle, and I'm going to proclaim this thing kind of done. What I mean by that is I could drop a grill in it right now, run a hose inside, hook a bottle to it, and we could fire this baby up. But I want it to be pretty, and since I want it to be pretty, I'm going to take my wire brush and I'm going to take all the paint off it. And then I'm going to spray it with a coat of primer, and when that dries I'm going to spray it with a coat of red paint. I may do some repair, like you'll notice right here there's a little slot here. I don't know if that was, it may have been a slot for a hinge, for a door that opened. Maybe, I'm not sure. And I think I've got a hole around front here. I've also got the tag. This is the tag from the manufacturer, and I want to take that tag off and preserve it. I read that the other day, and it tells me the maker, but it doesn't tell me the year. My neighbor told me, he's got a book on these old Coke products, and he says when it says drink up here and then Coca-Cola, that that's from back in the 40s. I don't know if that's true or not. Other thing I may do, I use Tech screws back here, and around here I used, when I say screws, I used like Phillips head screws, and around here I use this kind of screws, and I might pop these screws out and put those other type screws in just because they're rounded and they just sort of look more natural to the regular finish of this thing. So I think first thing I'm going to do, those have little screws in them. I think I'll take these screws out and see if I can get this tag off. And I I think I'm going to get me a little plate and put on the back side of this and weld up this hole. If that wasn't such a big hole, I'd put a piece of copper on the back side of that and just fill it in with weld. But it is a pretty big hole, so what I'll probably do instead is just cut me a little piece of metal and put behind that just to stop that hole up, I think. And then we'll get a grinder out and we'll start taking this baby down. I suppose I've got this stuff along the edges here. I could take that off because I think that was originally like probably had some insulation to insulate the top of that so the cold air wouldn't come out, and that rubber that was probably around that is long gone, I believe. See, it's not even on this front side. So if I use my grinder and just grind these bolts off and take that off, I don't think I'll hurt it a bit. Alright, so let me get started. I'll start with that tag back there, getting it up. By the way, this is the side that'll be facing the road. That way you won't see the grill. The grill will be, you see the grill on top of it, but you won't see the bottle and all that stuff under it.